Hi, I'm Mandy with Gourmet Mom on the Go. Welcome to my kitchen. I've teamed up with Sam's Club to help show you some ways that you can have delicious food on your table for less. We've all felt the pinch of the economy in one way or another. So today I'm going to introduce you to the idea of starting a cooking club with your friends or to do freezer meal cooking. A lot of you I know have already done this before. Hopefully you'll get some great tips and some new recipes. A few tips about a cooking club. Some of you have probably already done this before. For those of you who haven't, meet with a few of your friends, decide allergies, things maybe your kids or husband won't eat, and pick a few recipes that work for everyone. Then you're going to set aside an afternoon and make that many dishes so all of your friends and you will have one. And then you're going to get together and swap. You'll have a lot of different dishes, you can try new things, and you only had one afternoon of prep, which is great. Let's talk a little about packaging your food so you can freeze it for later use. Now, keep in mind the size of your freezer and also your friends' freezers if you're going to be doing a meal swap. You can use half-sheet pans. They come in packages of about 50 and are pretty inexpensive. If you're doing something that's a little more permanent, look for Pyrex pans on sale. Maybe you and your friends want to all purchase 5 of them, and then you can swap and not worry about getting them back. My personal favorite for packaging things for the freezer are the good old freezer bags. Gallon Ziploc freezer bags are going to be your best friend when it comes to freezer meal cooking. You can put soups in them double bagged, all kinds of meats, all kinds of dishes right in the Ziploc bags, and keep them in your freezer, label them, and they'll be ready for use. And at about 7 cents a piece, it's a great way to package your food. 3 recipes we're going to start with are super easy, great for beginners, and delicious, and they're big crowd pleasers. 2 of them you can prepare in under 5 minutes, and the kids can help, and it's really fun to do. They get to squish and mash and all of that good stuff. All of them also cost under $1 a serving, which is fabulous. The first dish we're going to make is an apricot cranberry chicken. The second dish we're going to make is Kahula Pork, and the third dish is crab stuffed pork chops. Right now I'm going to put together some cranberry apricot chicken. This is super good. The ingredients seem a little odd when you think about them, but this is another family favorite. And again, under 5 minutes prep time, inexpensive per serving, and really delicious. First, we're gonna start with a can of whole cranberry sauce. And we're actually gonna mix this right in our Ziploc bag, so you won't have any cleanup. After the cranberry sauce is in your bag, add about ½ a cup of apricot preserves. Next, we're going to add 1 cup of French or Catalina dressing. It's about ½ a bottle of a 16-ounce bottle. And 1 package of onion soup mix, any kind. Now this is the part where the kids can help out. Seal that bag up. You want to squish it all together. My kids love doing this part. Okay, now that my sauce is all mixed up, I'm gonna put the chicken in. And I have 2 pounds here of chicken. I chose tenderloins. You can put in chicken breast, drumsticks, whatever you want. We're gonna slide these right in the bag. Seal up your bag. Mix it around a little just to kind of get the sauce in there. And now it is ready to cook. If you want to use it right away, you can pour this into a 9x13 pan, bake at 350 for about 40 minutes, or it's ready to freeze. Tonight I'm going to put together some Kahula pork because it's going to roast all night. It'll be ready in the morning, super easy, a great dish. It's a salty, smoky pork that's great on fresh rolls. You can add cheese, barbecue, whatever you want. It's really versatile and it's a family favorite with us. So I have my pork loin right here, cut in half. I've got a large roasting pan right here, and I put aluminum foil down and then saran wrap on top. The secret to this pork is actually the saran wrap. A dear friend of ours, a Samoan woman who is an amazing chef and a caterer, gave us that tip for doing saran wrap around your meats when you slow roast them because it keeps the moisture in. It's kind of a substitute for banana leaves, which is what she grew up using. So, lay your pork half on your saran wrap and foil. You're going to generously sprinkle some kosher salt, some coarse kosher salt on top. And then some liquid smoke. I'm going to rub that in real well, both sides. There we go. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. After you've just rubbed in the salt and liquid smoke, we're just going to wrap up the saran wrap. I need one more piece on the end. There we go. Then wrap up the foil nice and tight. You want to keep all those yummy juices in while this slow cooks overnight. This one's ready. Now just repeat with the other half of your pork loin. I've got both my pork loin halves here ready to go. They've been wrapped in the saran wrap and foil. I'm going to throw them in an oven at 250 degrees for 8 to 10 hours. They're going to slow roast and will be delicious in the morning, ready to go. All right, it's morning and my pork loins are done. I'm just going to take them out of their wrapping and shred them up. And then put them in Ziploc freezer baggies with a label and they're ready to go. Okay, I've got my meat all bagged up. I put about just over a pound of the meat in a quart Ziploc bag. Make sure you label it with the date. And this turned out 5 of them. So at this cost, it's about, if this was feeding a little family of 5, it's 50 cents a serving. Wow! All right, today we're going to stuff some pork loin pieces, kind of like a nice stuffed pork chop. Here's my mixture of crab meat and pineapple and breadcrumbs. And then I actually bought a boneless pork loin at Sam's, and one of the butchers in the meat department sliced it into just under 1-inch slices for me. I'm going to show you how to easily cut open your pork loin pieces to stuff. Placing your hand on the top, get a sharp knife, and then firmly make a small cut right in the center. With your hand on top, you can feel the location of the knife beneath your hand. If you're worried about cutting your hand, wear a cutting glove. I'm gently going to work the knife around. So I have about a 2-inch opening here, and I've cut all the way around to within 1/4 to 1/2 inch of each side of the pork loin. All right, we've cut our little pocket into our pork loin piece. It's ready to stuff. Here's our mixture of crab, pineapple, breadcrumbs, and French dressing, and a little Worcestershire sauce. You're going to take a heaping tablespoon at a time and pack it into the sides. You should be able to fit 2 to 3 heaping tablespoons of stuffing in each loin piece. There's 2. One more. Here you are, stuffed and ready to go. And we'll put this in our bag of marinade and it's ready to freeze. In the bag, little C helped me put in 6 tablespoons of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons brown sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of powdered ginger, teaspoon of garlic, dash of red pepper flakes, dash of black pepper, and 3 tablespoons of tomato sauce. Mix it right in the bag and you're ready to go. I've got my pork loin stuffed, put in the marinade, and I've just added a label that I printed on my computer with the name of the dish, the date, and then cooking instructions. Now it's ready for my freezer or ready to swap.